I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you questions from my students' test paper. In grade 6, they learn how to define variables, form equations, and solve word problems. So here is question number 5 from the previous test paper, which we are going to discuss. So the question here is, the perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 39 centimeter. The longest side is 6 centimeter longer than the shortest side. Determine the possible side lengths of the triangle. I'd like you to pause the video, answer this question, and then look into my suggestions. Now, what we are given here is perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 39 centimeter. So let's understand the word isosceles. It means that two sides of the triangle have same length, right? So two sides have same length. So let me make one. So let's say we have a triangle like this, and let us say we say these two sides have same length. So that becomes isosceles triangle. Is it okay? So perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 39 centimeters. That means sum of all these sides is 39 centimeters. The longest side is 6 centimeters longer than the shortest. Now, we could have two situations. One, we could have these equal size as the longer one. We could have them as shorter one, right? I kind of made them equal. Let me remake, right? So let's say that we have a triangle whose longer sides are equal, right? So I'll make one here which is kind of like this. Okay, that makes more sense. So we have a shorter side, these two are longer side. Is it okay? And since it is isosceles, we denote like this, that these two are equal. Now another case could be that the shorter sides are equal, right? So let me make another one. So where we have kind of like this is shorter, this is also shorter, and then we have a longer one here, right? So in this case, what we have is two shorter sides which are equal. So in this case, we have short are equal, right? And that one is the longer side. So as you can see, there are two cases, right? So we will say this is our case 1, and this one is case 2. Okay. Now let's continue reading. Determine the possible side lengths of the triangle. So from the figure, you can see that we have two possible solutions, correct? Now, the idea is to define our variables, write an equation, and then solve it. So how can we define our variables? So triangle has side lengths. So we say let longer side be L and shorter side be S, right? Now as we have seen here, there are two cases, right? So we have in this particular case two cases. We are going to solve for case 1 and case 2. In case 2, we have two long sides which are equal, and in case 1, two long which are equal, and in case 2, two short which are equal, right? Now what is perimeter equals to? Perimeter is sum of all the sides, right? So we are given sum of all the sides. So let me write what sides are in each case. So in case 1, the sides are L, and S. In case 2, we have two shorter sides which are equal, and the longer side is not equal to them. Okay. Now how can we form an equation? First statement is perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 39. Perimeter is sum of all the sides, right? So let's write down what perimeter is. So let us say that perimeter is P, right? So we say perimeter, or since we have the value, we can write the equation for perimeter. Perimeter is sum of sides, sum of all sides, right? This is perimeter. So if I add them up, L plus S, what should I get? I should get the perimeter, which is 39. In case 2, we have two short sides. So in that case, the equation will be S plus L equals to 39. Does it make sense to you? Right? So there are two different cases. Now we are also given longest side is 6 centimeters longer than shorter side. Now what does that mean? That means longest side L is equals to 6 centimeters longer than, that means shorter plus 6, right? Which is in both the cases, right? Longer side is 6 centimeters more. So we get another equation. So we get the second equation. So from the two conditions given, right? These are the two conditions given. From first equation we get one equation, and then from the other one we get another equation. We have two variables, L and S. To solve for these variables, we always need two equations. Remember that part. Now, to find the value of L and S, we need to substitute, right? Since we know L is S plus 6, we can substitute that in our equation, right? So what we will do now is we'll substitute value of L in first equation. Is that okay? So that is what we will do. So L is S plus 6. Let me write down here. So we get S plus 6 plus another L is also S plus 6 plus S equals to 39. If I do the same thing in case 2, I again get S plus L is S plus 6 equals to 39. Right. Now we can combine and solve for the variable. So let's go into the first case. 1, 2, 3s. 3s plus 6 is 12 equals to 39. To solve, we have to take away 12 from both sides. So we'll take away 12. So if you do that from both the sides, in equation, you have to do same operations on both the sides. So 12 minus 12 is 0. So we get 3s equals to 39 take away 12, which is 27, right? Now we'll divide by 3 to find the value of s. We'll divide by 3. Okay. So if you divide by 3 both the sides, you get s equals to 27 divided by 3, which is 9. So we get s equals to 9. Do you get it? So we get s equals to 9 in case 1. Let us complete the case 1. We'll substitute s equals to 9 in the second equation, right? Sometimes it is better to write the equation number also. Most of the time. I should say always. Okay, fine. So if s, the length of shorter side is 9, length of longer side should be how much? It should be 6 more, right? So L is equals to 9 plus 6, which is 15, right? So in this case, we get our answer as L is 15 and S is 9, correct? What you need to do is you need to do all these steps for case 2 and then write down your answer, right? So here is a quick solution. 1, 2, 3s plus 6 equals to 39. 3s, we are taking away 6. We could do like this also, right? Which is 39, take away 6 is 33. Then we will divide by 3, okay? We'll divide by 3. S is equals to 11. If S is 11, what is L? L is equals to S plus 6, which is 11 plus 6, and 17 is the answer. So in this case, we get the longer side as 17 and the shorter ones as 11 each. Do you see that? And all the units are in centimeters. It's kind of important, very important, to write down the units in your answer. Is it okay? So that is our answer. I'm Anil Kumar, and I hope these steps help you to understand the basic concepts and move forward in solving equations. You can always share and subscribe my videos. Thank you and all the best.